Now, I have been playing a couple of scary games recently like Run Like Hell, Extermination, and last but not least, Cold Fear. And they've been pretty cool to play. But if you guys know about those games, you guys know that those were survival horror games, which I do like to play. But you see, this time, I went around on the Xbox store and I'm just looking around, see what I can find. And I found a game. And that game is Doki Doki Literature Club. No, it wasn't because of the cover that caught my attention, alright? What caught my attention was this right here. This is the #1 psychological horror game. Which honestly has me kind of interested. Like, I want to know how this game is the #1 psychological horror game. Like, there's absolutely no way. Like, what? This game right here? Now, I've not seen anything about this game. I don't know anything about this game. So, yeah, this is gonna be pretty new to me. Now, I've never played, any type of these games. Like, this is gonna be the first game of, I guess, this type. So there's that. Alright, but here we go. Let's do this. Alright, well, all the characters are over 18, huh? It doesn't look like it. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Okay. I'm kind of curious what the heck this game is going to have then. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Okay. Would you like to review this contains spoil. Nah, come on, we can't get spoiled at the beginning. Yeah, I agree. Like, how? How is this game a psychological horror? Like, I want to know how. I just look at the music or listen to music. Dude, there's absolutely no way. Why am I playing this? Honestly, why am I playing? There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I refuse to believe this as the psychological horror game. There's no way. Look at this. Well, since I can't really do much, I haven't played this game. New game. Please enter your name. All right. All right, there we go. Name has been entered. Let's go. And look at this. Hey. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so we get the classic childhood friend, huh? You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I will get tired of waiting up. Okay. But if she gets to chase me like this, I must feel better off running away. Alright. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Alright, so this is Sayori, huh? What's up again? But I caught you this time. Dang, I've gotta be reading a lot, aren't I? I did not sign up for this. I thought you'd have voices. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna make those noises, okay? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Abel. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Abel, have you decided on a club to join? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Man, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she goes on about. Okay. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Yeah, I sure. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Daria wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Hey, come on! You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah! I can't say anything! There's no way I'm going to your club. Okay. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Oh, I skipped it! Dang it! Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Alright. You make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Dang man, I don't want to read all this. And that's today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Come on! Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Abel, what a nice surprise. What the? Who are you? Welcome to the club. Dot dot dot. All words escape me in this situation. It's club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. Really? What are you looking at? I'm not looking at nothing. If you want to say something, say it. But sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Hopefully she does not hear that. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Okay. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Sure. It's great to see you again, Abel. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Come on, bro, you can't be thinking like that. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Oh, no way. Bro, come on, man. You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Abel. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Hey, how do the cupcakes look? I want to see. Maybe like chocolate. Natsuki lifted the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay, I'm gonna see. I kind of want to see the cupcakes, I ain't gonna lie. These whiskers are drawn with icing and a little piece of chocolate we use to make the ears. Alright, nice. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Okay. There you guys went first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Oh, so does everyone do that? Does everyone? Okay, when you guys grab a cupcake, do you guys like, you know, I guess look for the best angle as well, like turn it around and see a spot? I don't know why I do that. Natsuki's quiet. I cannot but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Huh. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Why am I playing this? Like, how? I'm kind of curious how the heck this game is a psychological horror game, you know? Like, I really want to know how. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yeah, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. We kinda don't read. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was kind of forced. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Okay. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Let's go ahead, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the other major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Abel, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. You could just say you don't read or anything like that, you know. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants me to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so desperately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Okay. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't pull it down. Surreal horror is often a very successful and changing way to look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last... I feel like this... Why is it throwing me off? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems... Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well... I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Gosh, I just asking, alright? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, great. She's not comfortable either. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea. Everyone? Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Quizzically? What? Dude, I have never said that word in my life. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Quizzically? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Of course you would agree. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Abel? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, okay, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry. I thought... Abel. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Okay. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Abel, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Okay. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Abel, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yeah! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at the school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I don't know. Are these all the words? No way. Well, let's go with... Dang, I don't even know. Can I have more words? Oh, I don't know how... I don't want to use these words. Okay, let's see. So, I think if anything, Yuri probably you're probably gonna go with like massacre, wrath, and tragedy. Natsuki probably gonna go with what should you go with? Maybe Sunny, Sing, and I think Lipstick, and then oh god, and Sayori probably go with marriage. Doki Doki, peaceful. I think she'll go with those three. I don't know. I guess I don't really care. I'll be honest. Let's go. I should just go with Doki Doki. What's that even mean? I don't know what Doki Doki means. Yeah, I'll go Sunny. Oh, okay. Dang, I got choose 20 words. Sunny. Dude, suicide. What the heck? Let's go with Bliss. I go with Dream. Oh, okay, so... Oh, no, So if I pick the word and the characters move, does that mean they like the words I chose? I guess so, right? Hope. Let's go with... I don't even know. Vacation. Let's go with... Determination. Daydream. Dang, dude, I gotta pick a lot of words. Oh, that's a lot. Let's go existence. Friends. Adventure. Let's go with adventure. Excitement, lazy. Well, lust or lazy. I gotta lie. I think I might have to go with lazy. Lazy. Games. I'm just picking random words, I ain't gonna lie. Family. Dang, I don't know. All right, you know what? So let's go treasure. Why not? I don't know. Essence, Fickle, Boop, Clouds, Forgive, Vanilla, Puppy, Horror, Infallible. Vanilla. I have no idea. Judgment, Nature. You know, let's go with Nature. Why not? I'm just picking random words. I don't know. Let's go with Aura. Let's go with Charm together. Let's go with Special. Why not? All right, this is the last one. So let's go with Awesome. Oh, we got one more. Never mind. Heartbeat, Imagination Journey. Let's go Journey. And I'm pretty sure Adventure and Journey are pretty much like the same thing. Okay, dude. Why am I playing this? Like, I don't play these these kind of games. I don't. This is the first. What kind of game is this? This is like a visual novel, right? That's what this game's called. All right, Monica. Hi again, Abel. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Abel. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Nah, not really. Once I pick something, I guess I stick with it. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Come on, are you kidding? Sorry, told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here just to hang out with it or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom or in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Abel always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Abel can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. What? What do you mean? Wait, what kind of situation did she put us into? I'm not too sure. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh no, am I actually gonna have to read this? Hopefully not. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What's she doing in the closet? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I can always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and end up listening to Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need to find a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to the creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayuri's taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Of course. Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Okay. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Why's she so close? I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You are staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Okay, don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. Okay. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? Oh gosh. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Okay. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Dang, close up. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Do it. I knew it was going to be something like this. It means it means my boobs gotten bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blouse buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yeah! Abel, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tries her way to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. It's a poem? Like what? I'm pretty sure everyone's written a poem. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't know. I guess I'll just go down the list. Alright, so let's go with Sayori. Why not? I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. ... Oh my goodness! Don't tell me it was that bad. I was just picking random words. This is so good, Abel. Is it? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either. Are you kidding me? Okay. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you just don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. But when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Abel poem. Cool. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you are really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room. Wait, is that her saying that or is that me? I think that's me. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Abel. Deep down, You're not so selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Okay, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I can trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Oh, dang. Oh, okay. I want breakfast. Okay, cool. Sayori, this is just a guess, but do you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. That's it? Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, so I guess now we go down the list. Well, let's just go with Natsuki, why not? Question mark. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Hang, alright, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. What? That's it? Alright. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Alright, cool. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. At least it rhymed. I like it. What? Let's be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't a play of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comments. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem next? Let's go with Yuri. ... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, that's right. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matters and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my... And... Ghost Under the Lights. Dude, hold on. It's kind of hard to read.
A few moments later.
I'm just, I have no idea what word that is, so I'm just gonna skip it. My hair illuminates beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light fickles. I fickle back. Okay, so she's living in the past, okay. Well, I guess she thinks about the future, but she's pretty much stuck in the past, right? At least that's what I'm getting at. I just don't know what that word is. Dots. I'm sorry I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I was thinking that at all. I thought you were just writing cursive. What? But it took you a long time to read. No freaking way. No way. Wait, so... Did they actually plan that? No freaking way. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Her handwriting's like a smart person handwriting, you know? What in the world? It looks really... I don't know how to describe it. Elegant? I guess I'll go with that. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Abel. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem next? Alright, last but not least, it's time to show Monica. Abel, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you are new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Abel. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she really likes exploring with emotion, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased for their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, decent length, I guess. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue? No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film lit out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. I'm just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Interesting, alright. Kinda curious what she was thinking when writing this, I wanna be honest. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what she's trying to say here. So maybe there's obviously something that she couldn't see, like she couldn't tell or something like that. I don't know. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Sounds like her poem. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Hmm. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I'm glad. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It has everyone judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sari and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Okay. Did he say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh gosh. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. What? I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Abel did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Abel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. We're not gonna fight because of this, come on. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Abel appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that for yourself? No. If I was for myself, I wouldn't deliberately go... I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... What? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew in size bigger as soon as Abel started showing up. What? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Okay. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Abel, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Abel. But wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Abel? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Help me. You kidding me? Yeah, come on, Sawyer, help me out. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri... Oh my... But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Abel. Well, that's your problem. This isn't about her. Oh my. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! See, no way this happened because they just... Really, like, everyone's gonna have their own form of writing, or their own way of expressing themselves in the poems. Like, they both had to come to an understanding about that. Sayuri. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Okay? Big and beautiful. Alright. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Marika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayuri is vice president, I whispered to Monica. He nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that again. Might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Marika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Hey, well, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Another one? And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I'm not to mess out with a newfound determination. Abel? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Abel, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day's going to be so much fun. It looks like Shiri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright guys. I'm gonna start here. Dude. I've been doing this for like an hour and something. Oh my gosh. So how is this a psychological horror game? Like I feel like the more I play, I don't know, maybe something would happen, right? But now we're in like 20, nothing really has happened either. No, man, there's so much reading. I didn't expect to be so much reading, but I mean, I guess it's called Literature Club for a reason. Okay, yeah, I am gonna end this part here. Hopefully, guys enjoy this part of Doki Doki Literature Club, and I will see you guys in the next one.